Hey, welcome back. Let's dive deep into the power of resilience when overcoming trauma. Stay tuned for this spirit reboot. Joining me today is Dr. John King, who is an author, he's a poet, he's an activist, and a global leader in the fight against human trafficking. His remarkable journey from trauma survivor to hope bringer reminds us all that healing is possible and that we're stronger than we think. Welcome, Dr. King.
Hey, yes, amen to that, sister. That's great. That's true.
So, your story is of incredible resilience. Can you
Thank
what
you.
inspired you to take your personal journey of healing and turn it into a mission to help others live well after trauma?
So I had recall of being sexually abused, some would call it trafficking, back in 2008. It was a Thursday and my whole world collapsed. So I spent the next 15 years but really that first 7 years trying to find help and I couldn't find any. But here I was 45-year-old man. And this is 15 years ago. We didn't talk about men being sexually abused or trafficked, particularly if their traffickers were female. So there were no resources, no support groups. No one wanted to have a conversation. So I went from having a very gregarious, full, successful life to a complete lock-in with a chronic stutter that embarrassed people, lost everything. And I thought, I need to do this for me. And my desire was to get better and get well. And along the way, it was like, wouldn't it be fantastic if I could shorten the journey for somebody else?
It's beautiful what you've turned it into. Why
Yeah.
do you think this conversation is especially urgent for people to hear right now?
I think we've become very disconnected. And some people will blame it on what happened in 2020, but I think this disconnection was happening for a long time. Families breaking down, society's changing, and you can't have that connection when you're not authentic, not true to yourself. So we've got generations now of people who have no sense of who they are and they can't connect to anybody else's substance. And I think there's a wake up call happening, a soul call where people are going, you know what? I want something more. I'm worth something more and I want to build something.
For someone who may feel stuck in their pain, what is a simple step they can take today to shift their energy from surviving to overcoming?
The very first thing I think people need to do is change the way they talk to themselves. I only ever called myself a victim of human trafficking or sexual abuse once. And after that, it disappeared from my vocabulary. And I think it starts at that point. It doesn't matter what was done to me, it matters what I do with this. Our past will either refine us or define us.
That's great. Can you explain how embracing that mindset changes the recovery process?
And when you allow your internal narrative or the external narrative to affirm yourself as a victim, then you're totally powerless. Then I will always be that person that something was done to, as opposed to someone who is engaged in doing something. Once I take ownership, it totally flipped my thing. I had survived. I had overcome. I was alive. My stories are cries of victory. And once you have that shift, then no one has power over you anymore. Your past, the victimizers, no one does. You are totally in control of what you do and where you go.
It's powerful. Now, for listeners who feel called to learn more, I understand you have a foundation, the Phoenix Collective. Can you explain what it is, real quick?
Yeah, the Phoenix Collective grew out of our work with anti-human trafficking and trauma recovery. We've built an online collective, phoenixcollective.app. And in fact, if they go to that page and click on the Mindfire challenge at the top, we're going to make it free to all your listeners. It's a 5-week transformational program. And I want to do that as a gift to you.
Full. Thank you for sharing your powerful story with all of us and your wisdom. And friends, if you like this message and you want more, please subscribe to our episode as well as our podcast. Remember, you can tune into your spirit each and every day on your favorite podcast forum. Thank you.